Hello and welcome to Geoh's Junk, where I show you some recent acquisitions that, depending on your view, may be treasure or junk. And prepare the hate mail. Today we're going to be looking at the 80th anniversary Plarail Thomas. With the 80th anniversary of the Thomas franchise approaching this year, a few companies have thrown their hat into the ring to mark the occasion. Most of the offerings have been, well, less than ideal. But that changed when Plarail released their magnum opus, Picture Book Thomas, a special model based on Thomas's appearance in the Railway series, the original books that became the basis for the TV show. And the Thomas fandom exploded when this was revealed, myself included. But unfortunately, the hype train died once I got it in my hands. Now, before we continue, I think it's important to bring up the price of this item. I paid roughly 3,300 Japanese yen for it, which equates to roughly 31 Canadian dollars. Compare that to the going rate of a standard Plarail Thomas, which is 1,773 yen, basically $17. So considering you're paying a little less than double the going rate of a Plarail Thomas, you'd be under the impression you're getting more than your standard model. Well, the packaging alone is a lot more extra than the standard. Most notably, there's no window letting you see the item inside. This is an interesting design choice, as a stock image of the toy takes the real estate where the window would be. The box, though, is pretty decked out with Railway series illustrations and logos for the 80th. What was inside the box was certainly a rude awakening. Out spilled Clarabel, Annie, Thomas, and a trainload of questions, starting with how bad Thomas's stickers appeared to be. I assumed to give him a more illustrated and painted look, the stickers were printed on matte paper as opposed to the standard gloss. Now, this wouldn't be a bad idea, and it's something I would consider myself, but it looks awful against the super shiny plastic. And already out of the bag for barely a minute, they're already scratched, which seems to be a common issue. I think if I could describe the Thomas, it would be good idea, but rough execution. Like, the idea behind it is novel, but there's so many things that don't feel well thought out. Take, for example, the blotches of white on his face to match the Railway series illustration. They're cool, but we don't see the same stylization continue on the rest of the model. To get some of it on the wheel arches and tank would have been really nice. On the subject of missing details, the running board is probably the worst, specifically the frames, lamp, and irons, which are completely unpainted, something the regular Thomas has. So why not paint it here? These are little things that I would usually ignore, but when the train is double the cost and we're getting less, I think it's certainly worth criticizing. On the positive side, the face is a very nice touch, and what I originally assumed to be a repurposing of the 2005-ish face seems to be a brand new sculpt for this model. Not to mention, the tealish blue color of the model is a really appealing look that not a lot of Thomases have. The richer red and creamier white on the running board is a pleasant sight as well. And let's not forget Annie and Clarabel, which are definitely not as bad as the Thomas. They have the same sticker issue, which is unfortunate considering how great the face decals are, but they're still very good. The gray stripe on the chassis is a very nice touch too to differentiate them from the standard model. Also included is a small book, and while small is being certainly generous as a descriptive term, book certainly isn't. It's more of a pamphlet with photos and bios on the main players in the Railway series. It's a nice inclusion, but I feel like its size and material could have been improved on, specifically a better grade of paper and maybe making it a centimeter bigger. It feels like the bare minimum inclusion. So overall, I'm feeling kind of let down by this. It's not a bad pack per se, but its shortcomings are a lot more noticeable when it's supposed to be a deluxe anniversary product. And to add salt in the wound, you can't even buy this anymore. So the secondary scalper market is your only option if you did want one, and the lowest is $64 at the moment. I'd highly recommend not buying this model, especially not at the scalped rate. In fact, I'd encourage my viewers to attempt to customize an old standard Thomas rather than buy this. I've got a few kicking around in my box of broken Tomy trains, and I might just do it in a future video. But what do you think? Did we find junk or treasure? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and check out my link tree for more. I've been Geoh, thanks for watching, and please don't get mad in the comments.